to the channel. Today I really don't have a whole lot that I'm going to be working on at the moment, trying to get ready for Christmas and all. I know that some of you guys are probably busy doing some other projects and everything, and probably getting everything ready to go with your families as well. Today I don't really have much, but I am going to do a unveiling of the Stump Refurb, and really there's not much to that, just a cleanup basically and some repairs, basic yard period I guess you could say. And we're going to do a demo on the Cricut today. I know that I've talked about it a few times and done some other things with it and all, and just for those of you who are not familiar with the machine, just a little demo video about what's being done with it. So first we're going to do our die cast of the day, so hang on. Okay, here's our die cast of the day today. It's a Hot Wheels version of the 1987 Buick Grand National. This is a mainline Hot Wheels car. As you can see, there's really no detailing on it whatsoever. Not much at all to speak of. The only real cool thing about this particular model, though, is that the hood is removable, and you can see the twin turbo LS7 under the hood here. Like I said, there's not much detailing on this one at all, but after getting turned on to Andrew over at Maple Leaf Customs and what they do with 1/64 diecast, I'm probably going to end up doing something to this eventually down the line. I've learning a little bit about playing with an airbrush. I don't know too much about it, but I'm working on it a little at a time here and just trying to figure some things out and get a little bit of practice here to improve my paint skills. But anyway, this is our die cast of the day, the 1987 Buick Grand National from Hot Wheels. Okay, here it is. This is the USS Stump being refurbed here and put back on the shelf here for display to go with everything. As you can tell now, I have repaired the rudders and the screws, did a little bit of detailing on the halo, did a complete repaint of the deck. It really needed it, and repaired all of the mast and everything that had gotten broken off over the years. Got it all put back together. Used a little bit of panel liner in some places here just to bring out some detail on it. Really didn't get too crazy with this. It's going to sit in the hallway, mount up on a shelf here along with the rest of it. I did the re-lettering here, or the renumbering on the sides here with the Cricut machine, and also the label at the bottom here. But this is pretty much it. It's the USS Stump DD978. I did tell you a little bit about this in a previous video, but we're not really going to get too much into that today. I just wanted to show just a quick freshen up of the thing. So now we're going to go ahead and get into our main subject matter. So hang on again. Okay, y'all have heard me talk about this before when I've done some models here. I've used the Cricut machine to make all of my lettering and my graphics and everything to go along here, and just a couple of examples, plus the door on the bootleg car that I've done. But all of this is vinyl that's on here, and I use this machine a lot for various things. I've done the same thing here with the flowers all over Ann's bug that we had done, and in this RC car right here, I've done the entire graphic scheme and all of the lettering and the decals and everything from here. So today I'm just going to give a quickie rundown and show you how everything works on this machine and how it could possibly be something that someone may be interested in out there as far as trying to do some various things to their models and all. So bear with me a little bit here. I might end up jumping the camera back and forth here just for time's sake to show everything. Plus, I got to show you some things, how it works on the program and all. So we're going to get into this now. So hang on just a second, one more time. Okay, this is a Cricut machine. This is the maker version of it. They do have several different ones that's out there. The Air and the Air 2 and the Joy and a bunch of different ones. Uh, Most any of them would be fine to use for what we're going to demonstrate today. If you look on the inside of it here, this is the machine. It has a couple of different chucks that's in here. This one is used to for running markers or something, so it can draw and write with it. And this one over here you can use for cutting. If you look here, there's the little cutter blade right there on the end of it. And you can have score wheels, you name it. It does all kinds of different things on various media. One of the things that I use for doing stickers or decals is this Koala inkjet sticker paper off of Amazon. 120 sheets of this stuff for like $17, and it's an awesome deal, and it works really well for a lot of stuff. I use it to make my own stickers for my website. Okay, so we're just going to show you a couple of little demonstrations on how to do this. So let me roll this camera around here a little bit, get back down over here. Check out that effect. Ain't that neat? Okay, so what we're going to do here, let me get over here to okay, so what we've got here is the Cricut program. This is what you use to design everything on. You can do all kind of different shapes. If you wanted to add a shape to something, you can look up images. You can put all kind of different images on things. If you wanted to set it that way, you can do text. All right, so if you wanted to do like a text message of some kind, or not text message, a text for your model that you're going to work on, you can come over here and put what you want to put on it, and you can go in and change the fonts, the size, you name it. Okay, so I can change it over here if I want to do something different. I can put the different name or different size on here. Go back this way. I can add effects like a curve to it, or curve it this way if you're doing something in a circular pattern. If I wanted to put a border around it, I can come in here with offset and change the size of my border, what I want it to be, and go in right here and change out the border type. So you can put a label around it. Let's see, what else can we do with this thing? Well, we can try doing a warp. They make all kind of different effects for doing a warp on your text if you're going to be doing something. It makes for really cool effects of what you want to do. And then you would go through, if you were doing a separate item. Okay, let's see. We're going to take this off. Okay, so if you were going to be printing something like that on multiple pieces and layering them together, then you can go through and put it, you would cut them separately. If you're going to be doing a complete sticker, a single one, you can go ahead and put everything, arrange, flip, okay. You can go through here and change everything around, and you can line it all up square. But we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. I use this for doing my stickers for my website. So we're going to try to do something with this here just to show you how the machine works. So we'll come over here and we're going to make it. And it's got to think about it for a second, and you can put as many as you want on a page, and it will arrange them and try to get them to fit. And so once you get everything, we'll just go ahead and do 6 with that. Continue. Let's see. All right, I printed some out already. I just haven't cut them yet. We're going to select printable sticker paper. You can put, it has a whole gamut of different stuff in here as far as your medium that you're going to be cutting, but I saved some favorites that I use up into the front. So now that I've got my sticker paper printed out over here. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the Cricut mat, which is an adhesive mat that everything fits on right here, and put it on here. We'll come around here and take a look at the machine again. So we're going to come over, we're going to feed it into the machine, load it, and then hit the go button. And now while this thing, what it's going to be doing now to begin with, is that it's going to come in, and you see those little black arrow or little black corners that's put on everything. It's going to use those to line itself up and get everything adjusted with the cut that you're trying to make with it. So it's going to take its time. You can see it's lit right here. What it's doing, it's reading those so we can find out where all the alignment's going to be. And we'll come over here, look at this last one, check the outer side, right here. Okay, and then once the machine is satisfied, it will go over here and get itself going. Come out. And away it goes. And it will cut all of your decals out the way you've got them designed in the Cricut. Kind of neat, huh? So, let this thing finish up real quick. And there it goes. So, unload it. And there we go. One sheet of decals ready to go. Of course, I got to get my fingers in there to take it apart. But see, they're all cut as individual decals. So, there it is. That's your basic Cricut. Alright, let me get this back around over here again. And we're going to cover, we are now done with that. We are going to cover how to do some individual vinyl decals here. So hang on again. Okay, we're going to do a regular vinyl cut this time on the Cricut. So what we've got here, I went ahead and put everything together on this. It is just two separate pieces. You saw the first demo where I put the text in and then did an offset to put a border around it. This time though, we're not going to flatten or attach them together. We're just going to run two separate things. So what we need to do is turn one of them off. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to do our base right here. So we go ahead and use our stick-on premium vinyl. We'll continue, move on, premium vinyl, and then we are ready to load it into the machine. Okay, so and we'll go ahead and get this rolling right here. Now this doesn't have to look for anything. It's just going to go ahead and go to the very corner of the paper and get started with it. Up here, and away it goes. And there it is. Okay, so now we have our offset background. Yeah, I know you can just barely see the breakdown of it right there in this, but I'll go ahead and get this cut. And then we come back over and we do our other part of it, which was the actual lettering itself. So we would end up turning off the offset, turning on the name that we want to put on it here. And we come back in and we're going to go ahead and pick our second color to go with this right here. So we're just going to do this in red and black today. Cover that up right there. We have our vinyl to go in it. So now what we're going to end up doing is we have to go into it and say continue. It is also premium vinyl. No difference in the way that you cut the first part of it at all. Okay, so now it's ready to go. Put that in. Hit the button and away it goes. Okay, so now for sake of time in this video, I'm going to go ahead and stop here, and then we'll pick it up when I get ready to put it back together. So while this is going, hang on. Okay, I'm back. And what I've done was go ahead and printed everything up, and as you can see right here, I've already weeded this out. This is a cool little tool right here. It's called a pen, and it's retractable just like an ink pen, but it has just this little bitty pin on the head, on the end of it, if you can see it right there, and it is really good for getting in and weeding everything out. I did not take this one out yet, just so you can see what we're doing here. You're going to take this, and all of this will come right out right there, what you're not going to use, and you can get rid of that. Okay, now what we're going to do with this is we're going to take some tape, and we're going to be able to stick that down right there a little bit so it doesn't jump at you, because static electricity will cause this thing to jump right off the table at you, and then it's not stuck where you need it to. Okay, now also when you're doing multiples like letters and stuff, you want to keep your spacing and everything right as far as the font goes, and what you're doing. They have what you call transfer tape. Okay, and this Cricut transfer tape right here is what you use to actually remove and apply your decal to something, to put your layers together is what you're doing with it. So in the meantime, you have to get this off of here, peel that right off of there, and this lays down on top of it. And then you're going to take your little handy dandy scraper tool right here, and you're going to go ahead and rub that on there real good where that's at, all the way across here. Now if I don't make a mess out of this and realize what my background was going to be. Oops, it's going to need a little bit more. It's something you just got to kind of work with a little bit as you go. And this just peels right off of here. Sometimes you got to go a little bit more with it. And there we go. Okay, so now we take this, and we got our other one taped down already. And this was one where you got to kind of like eyeball it where you need to go. So try to get above it right here. Lay that down right across here like that. Peel that off right there, and there's your decal. Okay, so now you can take your decal. I'm going to do it just on this piece of cardstock right here to show you how it goes. Put that on there just like that. Now, one problem with putting this on a paper background of some kind is that your transfer tape may stick to the paper too much, but this works really well on styrene and polycarbonate if you're going to be putting anything on. And then you can just go right here and peel that out of here just like that, and there you go. That's the finished product right there. So one decal made right there on that with multiple layers that you can do with other colors. So I've done multiple layers like this with the Lexan RC bodies, the flexible clear bodies, and I've done also on the dirt track car I did it this way. And then a lot of times I use decals. I use that decal paper. If you take a look on the sides of this sprint car right here, all the little small contingency decals on here was done with decal paper. So that was the same sticker paper that I had used for the first part of the demo, and you just print them off. You can go in. I've taken these a sticker set that comes with a model, and I've loaded it took a photo of it, loaded it into the computer, and then took into Microsoft Paint. Okay, yeah, I'm old school. Okay, but Microsoft Paint, and then I've gone through and cut those decals out individually, and then uploaded them into Cricut, and then I could resize them how I wanted, print as many as I wanted. I can put a whole sheet and just fill a whole sheet full of them, and then all I have is ready to go is just peel and stick decals to put on just about anything that I'm going to use it on. But this is it today. This is the Cricut demo. I know that a lot of y'all have heard me talk about it when I was working on something, and just in case you weren't familiar with it, you get an idea. That's what the Cricut machine does. It's a really, really handy tool. I use it to make my decals, and I use it to make my shop cards with, actually. This is photo paper right here. I uploaded all these photos into the Cricut machine, sized them where I wanted, built a box around it, put all my lettering and stuff, and got it manipulated where I wanted, got the whole size of it down, and I printed off on photo paper, and then cut them and put them on the back of heavy 110-pound cardstock, and there we go. So that's it for the Cricut machine. So like I said, I didn't have a whole lot to put out today as far as any kind of projects that I'm working on, but since I have talked about it so many times, I figure some of y'all that don't know what it is might want to take a look at it and see. So this is it for today. So in the meantime, you guys appreciate y'all coming by and everything. Appreciate everybody's support and all, and swing by for the next one sometime there. So until then, y'all be good.